Good day, people of YouTube, and welcome to Halcyon 6. We are going to be commanding this magnificent space station in the frontiers of the Federation, and we will go straight to the plot because it'll explain it better than I can. Just a word of warning, I have done nothing in this game as of yet. Absolutely nothing. My continuous save point is pretty much the tutorial, first couple of missions, and me losing my first 2 ships. Yay! So let us begin. So we're going to be playing this on Commander, which is the normal difficulty setting. I should really go on Lieutenant, and I was debating it, but you know what? You liked seeing me fail. This will force me to fail. We're also going to enable Iron Man, which may or may not be a good idea. We'll see about it, but we're going to play Iron Man. No excuses, we're just going to go on with this and watch our disasters get us killed. Let us start the game. Key to combat is exploiting status effects with complementary attacks. For half a millennium, the spacefaring races of the galaxy fought and conspired against each other for supremacy. But it was the Terran Federation, through the ingenuity and bravery of its officer class, that ultimately prevailed. Through the discovery and utilization of ancient artifacts left over from a long-dead precursor alien race, they put an end to the disastrous series of wars between the factions. One of these precursor artifacts is your home, Halcyon 6. The crown jewel of the Terran precursor discoveries, the starbase acts as the Federation's home base in the Halcyon sector. Commanded by Admiral Brumacada, the Federation's most decorated officer, and protected by the 12th Fleet, the starbase is permanently staffed with a variety of Federation officers, with the mission of unlying its mysteries. Today, however, the station has received some unwelcome news. A garbled hypercast ordering the 12th Fleet to return to Federation space. With the intention of returning as soon as possible to continue the work on the experiment, Admiral Brumacada leaves you in charge of the station. There were clearly no better options. Prepare for warp. This is the hub screen where we will basically be playing from, but this is all tutorial for the start of it. Admiral, we've arrived at the rendezvous point. There's no sign of the welcoming force. No hypercast signals detected there either. Think we're early? Broaden your signal detection, Captain. The 4th and 8th fleets are expected to join us as well. Those Titan-class ships should be hard to miss. Admiral, I'm picking up something. Definitely not Federation origin. Some kind of... Whatever it is getting stronger, sir. I've never seen anything like this before. Some kind of portal. Admiral, I'm suddenly getting multiple ship readings, all heading for our position. Must be coming out of that thing. And... combat. Unknown hostiles. I repeat, unknown hostiles. Might have to get a little creative here. They're powering up weapons. We take the initiative and attack first. Indeed. You see enemies? You shoot to kill. So these are the mysterious alien race, and I know nothing about them yet, but we will learn, I'm sure. So, combat is just basically select one of the various weapon things, almost RPG style, 3 ships versus 3 ships. However, this one is going to be entirely scripted. Backstab maneuver has disabled the ship. So that will now delay his moves. It does have a turn tracker down here, but it's not going to be relevant for that. Each ship has various strengths and weaknesses against various effects. For example, senses offline, which is aiming, speed down, panic, which may cause it to lose evasion, which is quite nice. But yeah, we'll worry about all of this as we go on. Meantime, Chaos Charge and Acid Vomit. There are also science vessels, which, as you notice, there is a bit Enterprise-like in design. I don't know, there's the front of the Enterprise, anyway, source section. And has a bunch of defensive things. The tactical ships are the ones that are all about direct damage. And the engineering ships are all about damage over time and basically being a bit of a tank. All 3 are going to be important to this as we go on. Acid bombs. So as you can see, a bit of damage over time going on. However, they are disrupting our weapons as well, and eating away at our armor. This means we can cauterize. If the ship gets to 0 hit points, it's not immediately dead, but it will be dead soon. Strafing run to try and finish them off. That wasn't bad. Each move does have a set cooldown as well, so we can't just go... Can't go mad on things, but definitely overdrive repair is needed. Hull breached as well, so that's more damage over time. And we're going to prepare the Doom Cannon! Oh, on the other one. Ramming speed! Engines down exploited. Critical condition. Hull breach. Well, let's go for stasis lock. Forgot to see what this did, but either way, this is all scripted, so we're not going to worry about it just yet. Worry about tactics when we get into this. Dreadnought ram. Ramming speed! 4,000 damage. That was not bad. Unfortunately, we have lost a ship. And now, finally, a solar flare to finish it off. Admiral, we're picking up more of those portals on the sensor. Yep, the sector is kinda doomed. We're being surrounded. Admiral, we need to jump now. Back to Halcyon 6. I've got... that thing's a little bigger. What is that? That thing! Jump now, for God's sake, jump! Oh. Commander, we seem to have lost contact, hypercast link with Admiral Bracada of the 12th Fleet. Halcyon 6, Starbase Commander. With the 12th Fleet destroyed and little information as to whether the Federation still even stands, you and your crew are stranded in hostile alien territory, cut off from resupply, and in desperate need of more crew. You have little choice but to continue working on Admiral Bracada's experiment. Remicada. He's not important to this anymore, he's gone. To try and unlock the power of the station. Meanwhile, enemies may soon catch wind of the Federation's weakness and use that as an opportunity to strike and claim the station for themselves. We can now choose our first officer. So, we can either choose the physicist, who has proficiency with crew panic weapons, weaknesses though is vulnerable. These are all status effects at this point. I think we do want our strategist because even though science... Maybe science has got to be right, I don't know. Mechanics are more of a tanky ship in this regard here. I think we're going to go for a strategist, because these should in theory be the best in combat. Tactical officers are the most daring, quick-thinking officers of the Federation. Able to command the tactical ships, which are the hardest hitting of the three types of ships, tactical, science, and engineering. We will confirm our choice. Sorry to wake you, Commander, but we have a situation. Our sensors have picked up a fleet coming in our direction. The signals suggest a pirate origin. We expect them to arrive here in 48 hours. In case of hostilities, the experiment may be our only hope to defend ourselves. The crew will work around the clock to make the necessary preparations, but of course we don't have the time to do anything. Commander, the oncoming fleet we detected has entered our space. It's a single pirate ship, likely hostile. Patching them through now. Federation Starbase, our scouts detected the departure of your fleet over a week ago. You are now at the mercy of Admiral Zeb and the Zealots clan. Hand over your starbase and we'll allow you to return to Federation space. Comply or we'll commence orbital bombardment. I like the hints there. Hint, you should choose to reject the surrender. Well, you know, to make it a quick Let's Play. It'd be a Let's Play I could finish in one video. Before I even got out of the tutorial. But we will reject. I forgot, you Federals like your precursor toys. Prepare for bombardment, Federation scum. Commander, in light of this development, we should begin initializing the experimental starship creation process now. Yes, we must quickly create a thing. So these are the tactical ships, these are the engineering ships, these are the science ships. We are going to build a tactical ship. Construct and construct. This requires dark matter and obviously a crew number. We need various bits and pieces from here as we go on, and there are ways we will go and accrue them. We basically have to protect various points in the sector to basically keep our resources up. Starship will take a few days to build. In the meantime, they will commence their orbital bombardment. Which, you know, means they'll just sit there and wait for us to build a ship. Commander, we are ready to launch in T-minus 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Matter creator deployed. Da-da-da-da! Commander, the experiment was a success. All scans suggest this newly constructed ship to be combat ready. He just requires an officer to commander. Very well. Corbin Lau. There's a special ship you need to turn to the star map by pressing there. Very well. Let us deploy the fleet. Ship 1. The Rogue. Now, we did have a chance of selecting weapons there, but we're just going to stick with the weapons we got. At least for the time being. Oh no, here we go. This is where we can collect it. So we can now try and take advantage of enemy vulnerabilities. In this case, we can see that he has a vulnerability to engines down. So we will see if we've got anything that will hurt his weapons. We in fact do, the crippling shot. We also have sabotage, sensors offline, which adjusts their accuracy, and we finally have vulnerable. So, we do have some other tricks as well. I think each ship has 6. But since we only got a single enemy, we don't have to worry about that last one. We'll activate the triple shot here. We will go for a disabling strike, and what's the biggest damaging weapon we got here? Harass for sensors down or vulnerable. I think we'll go for the vulnerable on that one, and on this one we'll do the same thing, but make sure we got the weapons disruption available. But anyway, we're going to be configuration 1 for this. Let's engage the enemy. So, combat. As we can see, it's fairly even at this stage, 1 turn each, 1 turn each. So first thing we want to do is we want to try and knock out their engines. Crippling shot. Okay, that's going to take a little while to cool down. Let's go then for this. Harassment, spray and pray, which missed. Again, we load their accuracy anyway. And we actually have 2 attacks before they do anything. So this ship is finished. Teleport some explosives into there. And we won the battle. The first victory of many. Commander, we have a long-range hypercast coming in. Putting it through now. From time to time, the leaders of various factions may contact you via the station bridge. I don't believe we've met. Feel free to refer to me as the Admirax, a title that denotes my supreme command over the pirate clans in this sector. Now, Commander. Or should I say, acting Commander. My spies tell me that I should congratulate you on your new post. They've also informed me that your fleet has fled the sector, leaving you on your own. So I'm giving you the courtesy of informing you that we'll be visiting you very soon. This is my territory, and your station now belongs to me. And unluckily for you, I've united all of the pirate clans to help me take it. I highly suggest you turn tail and return to Federation space. If you are of another mind, stay where you are and prepare for your deaths. Oh look! Another fleet has come in, and we've had no ability to react to that or even repair things. Time for death, Federation Pig! I will avenge the death of Rubs-Up Toe Slicer and deliver this station to the Admirax. I applaud your confidence. Next time, apply it more constructively. Alright, so now we have 2 ships to worry about. So let's just have a quick check on things. Engines down, weakness, and engines down, weakness. They actually have the same weaknesses at this point. But now that we have 2 ships, we will move ourselves onto the alternate strategy here. And make sure we still have that crippling shot, actually. I think, actually... yeah, we'll go with that on this one for the moment. Alright, engage the enemy. So they had the first round and done a little bit of damage to us. And the second round and done a little more damage to us. This didn't do quite as much damage, so I don't know whether that was just variance. It probably was. Alright, so first thing, we want to try and knock their engines out, at least on this ship. So his speed's down. Barely a scratch. So we can go for a triple shot, but I think we want to wait until we definitely got the second one killed. And in fact, we might be able to do that now here. We get lucky with damage? Not quite. Managed to evade. Alright, triple shot. One down and dodged. Let's apply a cripple. See if we can remove his engines. Not quite. Bullseye. But of course, these are not really the challenge. We're still very much in the tutorial at this stage. Battle 1, dark matter, and some more materials. You know, I actually prefer it when I'm outnumbered. You can always return your fleet to starbase by first clicking the fleet, return there. Now he's back in the starbase. Yeah, now he's back in the starbase, he will actually repair. The crew is eager to regain our full sensor capabilities. To do that will require an extra source of energy. Good news is that the tech research team has figured out a way to harness the station's core reactor with a smaller, standard issue diophium reactor. We then go into trilithium and various other things in a moment, I'm sure. Diophium reactor. Alright, so that's going to happen there. We then go to starbase, and we can see that we have various things. So select the room below the archives there. We'll add an officer, and his job is going to be to basically clear the room out. We will need more additional officers to go and explore everywhere. So back to star map and advance time on for a couple of days. Okay, so we've gained some experience from that. We've gained 26 materials. Shall we leave those ones? Show location. Exploration team has successfully cleared the room. So now we can build this. So this will cost us 200 of our materials, but it'll give ourselves enough power. So in 3 days, we will have additional power. Skip time. This will then open up the sensor map. The station is fully powered, Commander, and our sensors are back online. We've compiled a navigational map of all Federation systems and facilities. As loyal members of the Federation officer class, it's our duty to protect those facilities at all cost. In the case of an attack, these facilities will transmit distress signals to us. Depending on the level of danger in the area, you may wish to evacuate them. Distress signals will always be listed in the missions panel. So we do have a mission. We have a distress signal at the refinery. We will then send our fleet to the nebula. Fortunately, we only have the one ship at the moment, so off they go. As we can see, it is one of these things, the Trull. He does additional damage to engineering ships. Thankfully, we're a tactical ship. He's vulnerable. He's got a resistance to sensors offline, resistance to that, but he's weak to hull breach effects. I don't even know if we've got any hull breach effects, but we don't. But there's no point in having the triple shot, so we'll go stun. Yeah, we know he's kind of weak to that, unfortunately. What was he weak? Hold on. No, he's got resilience to sensors offline. Okay, so we'll just go with that. Engage. Our ship is fully repaired, and we now have the ability to go for this. So we're going to go for a bullseye shot to start with. Okay, Chaos Cannon's hit. I think we're just going to go max damage at this point. Yep, okay. Max damage. Oh, we survived on one. So nothing too difficult, nothing too tactically interesting at this stage, but we have at least saved this facility. Chew up our only sentry ship a few days ago. Some nasty damage to our refinery also. My crew has been pretty shaken up. Yay, we've got some fuel reserves. Okay, we will transfer the fuel to the fleet. Okay, so now we will return home, and this will allow us to dump off that, and we have 17 fuel available now. Okay, we will now collect our reward for that, gain 15 materials. With all the recent events, the crew felt it necessary to create a short briefing for you. Here it is. So, briefing entries before we start the game. Upgrade. Our base, starbase, and the beat. Okay, so we are going to have to explore these weird modules. So we're going to have to find bits and pieces for that. Recover Federation facilities. While they investigate the invasion of these mysterious flesh vessels, most of the Federation is destroyed. However, some facilities seem to have been overlooked in the attack, which send out fleets to go and make contact with the survivors. Also, the pirates. Once we have a functioning fleet, we should pick off some of the smaller ships in order to gain a better idea of what we're up against. Okay. We start the game. Before we start, you should directly promote a new officer from the ranks. So we now have the ability to add an extra officer in here, and we are going to... we're going to add a little Debbie into this one. And we'll probably name some additional officers as we go along. But we have an inventor who is ready to work. Just needs to be pointed in that. Remember, the science team has made a stunning breakthrough that results in us being able to build a precursor ship. This is the DLC that's been recently added. Ourselves to upload the entire suite of human history and literature into the station's computer for safekeeping. Halfway through the onerous project process, the station seems to have taken a liking to some of the work. Fascinating. Something in the mid-19th century American canon seems to have really struck a chord. Okay. So if we go to the text screen here, we can see that we have precursor starships. Which I don't think we're going to research at this point. We probably want to consider... We actually do want to research the Officer Academy at this point. So this will unlock additional officers and replace officers killed in the line of duty. This is going to be important. So that is what we will go for first. Cadet barracks facility to recruit crew and upgrade cadets. That's going to take the rest of our resources at this point, though. Terran hangar ship 2. Yeah, we're kind of... a little out of that one. So we'll leave that for now. Next we want to go and explore some of these rooms, I think. Okay, so we can't explore that room until we have a Lieutenant Commander, so we need to get to level 4. We can, however, go and explore some of these rooms. So we'll add... So we'll add Debbie into doing this. That'll take her 2 days. In the meantime, what we probably want to do is start building another ship. So, if we build a knight, we can then go and... Actually, let's have a think about this. For knight does more damage, so I feel that overall we're going to go for this. 45 crew, 300 dark matter, construct the ship. Okay, so that should get our fleet upgraded to 2. As you can see, we have a few tasks we need to do at this stage, but we'll wait until we get our second ship and also get that room unlocked. Okay, show location. Dark matter multiplier. But I think, actually, no, we want to build the Officer Academy, really. So 300 materials, 7 power. So let's get that done first. Also, since we're still waiting on things to happen at this stage, let's have both our crew members explore the ruins for a couple of days. Then we'll go out there and see if we can deal with things. New Knight class ship is ready for active duty. Just needs a commanding officer, which may assign from the ship's thing. We're going to assign Little Debbie to this, obviously, but she is busy. At least with some other jobs. Okay. Star map and off. Good work. We don't have the ability to build anything more there, though. Oh, exploration team has run into a creature native to Halcyon 6. Okay, your construction clue was clearing this area up for construction when one of the cadets was nearly enveloped by a tanging bundle of nearly connected tentacles. Oh, clearly connected tentacles, okay. Leaving the area, destroying the monster before continuing. We're going to prepare for combat then. Okay, so we have a couple of officers here, as you can see. We also have a cadet. Well, let's hope you are reasonable at this one. So, there's a weakness to being blinded. And we have a couple of abilities that'll do that. Alright, deploy. Okay, first thing then, let's try and blind it. Phaser. Okay, since it is blinded, let's go for an electrocution. Alright. Base hit. This is a higher chance of hitting, so our cadet will just laser pistol. Shocked exploited. Phase blast. Okay, battle is won. Regain materials and dark matter. Your officer is leveled up. Okay. Acknowledged. And we have a couple of officer promotions we need to deal with, so let's go to the officers' quarters. Upgrades. So, strategist training, targeting theory, unlocks the bridge shot space combat power, unlocks fire at will. Clearly, firing at will is what we must be doing. Attributes engineering +1. Here, right between the eyes. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. So, there we go. We can now fire at will. And our next one is you. We can go for 5% extra damage is probably an okay one. Magnetic emitters. Reinforced hull. I think just upgraded damage has probably got to be a plus here. Just extra 5%. We'll carry on with that. Okay. So we're waiting an extra little bit until we get that done. There we go. Shell location. We've cleared that one out. Alright, next, let's go to ship management. So we have our 2 ships. Let's go and start dealing with some of these. So mission 1. Upgrade Ghost Head. Send a mission there. We have technically done this, but we still need to build the Officer Academy and get a ship for our 3rd officer. So I think what we need to do here is upgrade this facility first. Medis requesting aid. We'll go to Medis first, because that looks like the one that's gonna most likely deal with things. It's gonna take us 8 fuel to get there, though. Well, let's hope this will be worth it. Launch anyway. Better believes when you called a signal, Commander. First, we thought you were enough of one of those alien things. Thank God that wasn't the case. Called the distress signal from Betelgeuse Free. Let's just say whatever those things are, they have no regard for sentient life. Fully stocked and functional colony. Consider us at your disposal. Okay, well, let's transfer the fleet to there. Let's view the facility. So we can upgrade this as well, which allows us to basically grab crew from this ship, from this planet, for future purposes. Let's then fly off to here, 5 fuel. Hope we've got enough to make it. Officer Academy is now online. And we have additional people. So we need really a science leader, so... Marishan? Welcome aboard. Weakness of weapons. Clearly this is the wrong kind of thing for you, but doesn't matter. We'll get you doing that. We will not be disappointed. Let's add... Officers receive 10% more XP from combat for 50 materials. That's probably going to be worth it, in all honesty. So let's get you working on that. Meanwhile, off we go back to here. So let's transfer the fuel to the fleet first of all, and let's go and upgrade its estimated time 2 days. Alright, so since you can build it faster, you're going to get this built. Because fuel is going to be important. Meanwhile, successfully upgraded the maximum capacity of fuel at Ghost Head. Okay, so we'll collect our reward for that. Next up, let's zoom in. So this is going to produce free... we can upgrade the refinery generation as well. It depends how vital this is going to be going forward, in all honesty. It probably is worth doing this now. Oh, except that we need to be a lieutenant commander to do that. Okay. Let's then return back. So we've recovered those resources, and let's have a look at what else we need to do here. So we need to build a ship for our 3rd officer. So, let's have a quick look at our options. Get rid of that menu for the moment. So since this is the one that is basically going to be healing us, speed and evasion seems like a better way to go about this than necessarily... Less crew, more dark matter needed though. Maybe I'll just go with an acolyte. Alright, construct the ship. Next up then, I think we're going to continue exploring the ship a little more, so let's add Debbie to this. That'll only take her a day. And let's add Mara to this. Oh no, Corbin Law. I need to rename you as well, actually. Well, we'll give this to Aegon. I'm tempted to name him something else, but you know, we'll stick with that. Aegon then is our first officer. This is why we will blame everything on him, and only refer to him as a number throughout the entire rest of this series. Okay. Starbase exploration event. Okay. Little Lebby is in a quandary, having just been informed that her expedition second in command, the crew has likely been infiltrated by Lechem mimics. Can't figure out who is who and who isn't human. Needs quality most of the investigation. Impose a quarantine. Okay, so we have... So we've got a section under attack here. I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure entirely what we can do to deal with that. We also probably need to go out and grab some materials and dark matter as well. But I don't see a way of getting any more dark matter as of yet. There was a thing we could build, I guess, but... Dark matter multiplier, we need 250 materials here. Maybe I spent my resources a little quickly here. We do get materials for doing this, at least. Alright, let's get our tactical officer on this. Aegon? Let's get rid of this colony. We're not at home to mimics. Okay, Acolyte Starship is now done. We have expanded the fleet and we gain 25 crew for our reward. Marajin has his ship. We should probably be renaming the ships, actually. If people have interesting ship names, we'll see if we can do that. But I'm fairly certain we should be able to. Yep, we can rename the ships. Okay, good to hear. Hopefully that's not just renaming the class of ships. Right. Seems to be buzzing just one mission at this stage, so... We have a situation at the Officer Academy. Students of the Academy managed to get their hands on one of the top secret Federation officer teacher's manual and are horrified at the actual survival statistics of most first-year officers. Cull the Whiners funds an immediate rewrite. We're going to cull the Whiners. Reading to read the lofty materials to lack the discipline necessary for the position. The concerned students reassigned to less key positions. Well, we lost Vuel for that. But, you know, you can't go against the manual. It's the only thing that's completed its task. Okay, show location. Memory retention drills. Not sure we're here on that. Can get a new officer, though. Oh, and also, Marajin's leveled up. So let's have a think about this. Improved bioweapons. Capitalize on free-flowing blood. Lockstar. Stasis Trap. That was one of the useful abilities that we saw earlier. So I'm thinking we go for that. Okay. So one day when we get this done, then we might just send our fleet out and see what we can do. Because I feel we're going to have to explore some places. Ingenuity, able to catch for Lechem mimics unawares. Time for revenge. Okay, so this is a space monster that is minus 50 to exposed. I'm not sure if we got anything to necessarily deal with that, but deploy. We have our officers. Psychic space fever, which is going to cause some problems. Alright. Let's go and try and issue a confusion to it. Sonic Blast. Confused and may act out in the zone. Okay, we know that it's not good at being exposed. So that's what we tried to do there. Electroshock treatment. Which has stunned it, giving us another go. Alright. Further Sonic Blasts, and... Aegon, destroy it. Okay, we gained some materials, we gained some dark matter. Successfully wiped out the disgusting lecture mimics that had consumed and morphed into twisted versions of your poor crew members. Well, we can now construct a room there, but I feel that the time has come to try and see if there's other things we can do. Hunt down pirate fleets. So we still need to destroy some pirate fleets, so that's what I think we're going to try and do now. So let's send a fleet over to here. Okay, so we have our acolyte, we have that. We have enough fuel to make it. Let us launch. We are going to repair the ships and then head out. Independent bands of space pirates hold too little sway in Federation space, but the Halcyon sector is teeming with them. Time to win that. The fluidic cloud that permeates this battlefield helps serve as natural cover to otherwise vulnerable ships. Okay, vulnerable to resistance to vulnerable 100%. Okay, good to know. Also, we can see that there are a few interesting abilities we do have here. What's your weakness? In fact, you're only one ship. Shouldn't really be too much of a problem for us at this stage. And you may be weakness to vulnerable, but you don't actually have anything else. We're just going to engage. They've missed with their laser strike. Let's... Oh, warming up. That can't be done straight away. Let's go for a stasis lock. Ship is disabled. Okay. Let's go for a crippling shot. We don't need fire at will yet. And let's go for deconstruction drones. So these do damage over time. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to last long enough to worry about damage over time. Hull breach exploited. And we have successfully won a battle. Wait! Noble Federation opponent, you've proved your worth as a noble and brave combatant, and I, Lot of Bajar's, as large Yeah, I pronounced that correctly. Once served 4 years in a state facility for aggravated bravery. In fact, you are so worthy that I, Lot, he who kicks sharks, bestow on you my greatest secret, location of my minerals hoard. Sure, so just ignore my space shuttle. Nothing to see here. Move along. Hey, I'll take that. Okay, well, there are a couple there as well. And we didn't take any damage from the combat, so let's go and deal with this fleet then. We'll send the Halcyon fleet. Redirect. Okay. Start combat. Null space. So they can't be easily disabled in this environment, but that's fine. Let's just make sure we got the things there. Weapon disruption is fine. Debbie then has... I think we should probably have a repair drone on a thing here. None of our weapons seem to work on a single target, so we'll go for crew panic, I think, over hull breach. Actually, they're resilient to crew panicking, so maybe we do want the hull breach then. And finally, Mara, your ship. Armor. Apply the virus to all enemies seems good, and disruptor beams, except crew panic we know is not a thing. Hull breach probably is a thing we want though. Okay, let's engage. Okay, a little bit of damage, we're not too worried about that I don't think. Let's go for a stasis lock. Oh, except we know that's not going to work. Alright, let's go for the kill the smaller ship first, because then we have less targets to worry about. Triple shot is warming up. Let's go for bullseye shot on you. Flak barrage, and they're down one ship. Well, let's have a go at this, because if we can disrupt their weapons at least, that'll be worth it. Missed. Oops. You're right, oops. Let's go for a disabling strike here, see if we can take out their weapons. Weapons disrupted, so they now take less damage, deconstruct, because we like to do damage over time. And let's knock out their sensors as well. Virus uploaded. And he's panicked all of our crews. Alright. 110 damage from that. Flak barrage. More hull breach. Shoot at me, Timbers! Alright, so he's desperately repairing himself. Fire at will. And let's just have a quick check on things. Let's keep the deconstruction going. Actually, it shouldn't matter. He's not going to have a turn before we get back to this anyway. Well, actually, in theory, he's not going to have a turn. Depends what we keep missing. Bullseye? Show me, Timbers! Flak barrage? Alright. Just have to finish him off here. Bullseye. Salvage some equipment from this as well. A smoke expeller. And we did pick up quite a lot of stuff. Alright. Materials Horde Aquila. Where's Aquila? Okay, so we've got some warp fuel there if we wanted to go there. Or there's this other fleet, and we would get some materials and dark matter for doing this. This, however, seems to be a tougher fleet than the other two, so maybe I'll leave that till next time. But anyway, we're 30 days into Halcyon 6. We are, yeah, reasonable start to things, I think. What I could probably do, actually, if we go back to the starbase here and look at our officer academy, let's go and train another officer. So 7... Oh, actually, I need an officer to train the officers. Alright, well, maybe we'll go and do the pirate fleet, head back, and then... Oh, but you have a limited time on this one. Stuff to work out. Until the next time, though.